Hey, what's up guys, Rado here with Dirt and Iron. Today in this video we are going to continue putting this beautiful KTM 300 build back together. So stick around. If you guys are new to this channel, if this is your first video, I highly suggest to hit the button and jump on the board. If you love dirt bikes and especially dirt bike builds, you're gonna love it here. This is my KTM 250 SX 2004 year, which I bought for $900 about 4 or 5 months ago. And I have videos and I documented everything from day one till today. I have over 20 videos in a playlist that I'm gonna share at the end of this video somewhere here or maybe here. So if you like dirt bikes and dirt bike builds, check out that playlist. You can see everything from the beginning. I bought this bike for $900. It was running. It was kind of a little bit in a poor condition, but it was running. It was looking okay. I took it completely apart. I went through everything, powder coated the frame, and started doing all this work one by one. So today, here we are at a point where wheels are on the bike, engine is built on the bike, and rear brake is there. So today I have planned to continue putting these things back together. The major thing today would be to put my Electron Carburetor on. And before I do that, I got the new V-Force 4 reed cage from Moto Tassinari. That would be a big thing, big plus, because I think that all the reed cage wasn't in very good condition, so I got this brand new one. So I'm first gonna install this, then put my carburetor on. That would be for the fuel system. And then I picked up some fast foot packs that will help with the vibration, and they also put Dirt and Iron logo on it. I didn't ask them, but they did it, so that was a nice touch. We're gonna install these today. Then since now we have good access, I plan to install my P3 carbon fiber skid plate. Now everything is off the bike, so it will be easy to put it there and put my bolts, install this thing. After that, I think we can install this pipe. What is this? It's FMF gnarly. We're gonna install that. Also, I have a P3 carbon fiber protector for this one, the guard. We're gonna install it maybe in the next video. So next would be I picked up this frame protector, KTM OEM. It was like $11. Highly suggest to get new ones if you do the build. They look really nice. They're really cheap, like $11. And then we're gonna continue installing our wires. So we'll connect everything from the stator up to a coil, and we'll see. Hopefully we'll get all the wiring done today. It's a little bit headachy because I don't remember exactly how the routing the wire routing goes. So I would have to check my old videos and see how it was before. So I highly suggest, if you guys are rebuilding your bike, take a bunch of pictures when you take your tank off and see how everything is routed, because once you have everything off and you want to put it back in, it's a little bit difficult, a little bit tricky. So highly suggest take good pictures, make sure you know how to put it back together. And then last would be, actually we're gonna put a kickstart, it's an easy thing to do. And then last would be installing these radiators, which I clean and straighten. They were a little bit bent, so I used the hammer and went little by little with a soft hammer and made them straight. They look okay. And I got this bulletproof designs guards that go on the radiator. It's a little bit tricky to install it. I'll show you why in the video, but I found a way and I think it should be okay. These are the things I planned for this video. But of course, if we have a little more time today, I'm going to do a little more work. So let's have some fun. Let's get this P3 carbon fiber skid plate done first, since we have good access to everything. I already put first 2 bolts in. There is a little bracket that goes on the frame. It kind of slides down. And it took a little time to fish this bolts and hit the hole exactly where it's supposed to be. But once I have that, now I can adjust it. And then there is this hook that goes on the back, and it hooks on the frame and connects through these 2 holes. I'm using this little bracket here. And of course, I'm gonna do the Loctite medium strength to keep the bolts in. Do the foot packs next. We're gonna install it. There is a spring that you need to compress, and then you install it like that. So every time you work with something that is loaded, don't forget to use safety goggles, because this thing can go flying and it can hit you right in the eye. let's take this old reach key out and inspect it. I'm really curious what condition it's in. These are the stock reeds, V4s. This is what comes stuck with this KTM, and they look still in pretty good condition. There is no chipping, no cracks, no holes, nothing like that. These are carbon fiber and they look really good, so I'm gonna keep these to have in reserve if something goes wrong with my new reeds. So reeds, what they do, they act like a check valve. So once the fuel goes through, this will shut down and will not allow the fuel to go back into carburetor. So when your piston is going up and down, it kind of wants to blow the fuel back into carburetor in one phase, and these reeds, they shut down that flow and won't allow fuel go back in the carburetor, so everything will remain in the combustion chamber. I mean in the crankcase, then it will suck in the combustion chamber and it will be really strong explosion. So this is really essential. If you have them cracked or chipped or something like that, your bike will be hard to start and also will lose power, will not run as good as normal. So it's not a bad idea to inspect these, but if you have carbon fiber, they should last for some time. Here's my new reed cage, V-Force 4 by Moto Tassinari, carbon fiber reeds. They should work really great for my bike. Next is my Electron Carburetor. I'm really excited to have this carburetor on this build, as I heard a lot of good stuff about Electron. I really wanted to give it a shot. So I called these guys, told them exactly what kind of engine I'm building, and they matched this carburetor with the engine. So it should be just bolt in and go for a ride. So let's see how that works. We need to install the cable. They also supplied a cable for the carburetor, and also they gave me a lubricant for the cable. So we're gonna lubricate it a little bit just to make sure that everything works the way it's supposed to. This is a proper cable routing for the throttle cable, and there's supposed to be a little plasticky thing that you click in and holds this cable here. I don't have it, so I'm just gonna use a cable tie. That should do the job. Little improvisation here. Don't go too tight, just make a circle. That should be fine. There you go. That should do the job. I got brand new bolts. Come in here. Last video, some of my bolts were a little bit rusty. Those right here. I cleaned them already. They just had little surface rust because I cleaned them like a month ago in water and some degreasing solution, and I let them sit on the bench and on the air, so they got a little bit of a rust. Put a clutch together since we have everything here. This thing goes right in there. On the other side, there is this ball. My countershaft seal had pretty bad leak, so I'm going to replace it. I'll take this one out, and I got brand new all balls. There's a little ring that goes on it, plus there is a rubber O-ring that goes on this ring that actually seals everything, and then this is your final seal. You're gonna take it out and replace it. tank on just to get a proper measurement for my Kickstarter. I don't want to be installing it again. Let me show you why is it a little bit tricky to install radiators with the guards. Then it's not a straight shot for my whatever I'm using, you know, the tool to put the bolt in. So it's a little bit tricky because you're under the angle. I have some tools, but they're too big to go through this hole, and I didn't buy anything special for this. So I have a plan. I want to pull them apart a little bit, be able to start the bolt, to start the thread, you know, in 90 degrees. I don't want to cross thread, and then I'm gonna use something a little flexible and finish it up like that. I'm using old radiator hoses which are black color. You know, I don't feel like spending $100 for orange hoses, and everything on this bike is already orange, so I figured having a black hose is not a big deal at this point. Last thing on the list for today would be to install this gnarly looking pipe. Alright my friends, I think that's about it for today. We are getting closer, we're getting somewhere. We got a carburetor, this is all done. I got radiators and you know, pipe, everything is installed, all these little things that take time. And what I'm really happy is that we figure out the wiring, the routing and everything. So everything seems to be fine. I even put a tang on it, there's nothing is pinching, everything seems to be where it's supposed to be. So I think we did quite a lot of work today, even though maybe it doesn't look like it, but it was a lot of work because I had to figure this thing out. So now, next video, even today I'm tempted to put oil and some coolant and, you know, see, put my subframe and air filter and kick it over and see how it sounds, but I think that would be a good thing to do in the next video. So definitely in the next video we are going to almost finish this bike and we will be able to kickstart it and see how this bike runs. So I'm really excited, we are getting closer. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know below in the comments as always what you liked. If you didn't like something, let me know also below in the comment. I can learn something new as well. And don't forget, my friends, whatever you do, stay motivated. See you guys later.